Hello friends, this is Jamie. I want to welcome you to my channel today. I hope you're all doing well and staying safe. Today is a video that has been a long one in the waiting. It's my completed pages video. I did not do one in June. At the end of June, I was overwhelmed and a lot of things going on. And I thought, I'm just gonna pair it up with July. And I didn't actually do a lot of coloring in July, and so it works out. And I thought, okay, I will just show all you guys my pages for June and July, and I have some really fun ones that I did in June. So I know a lot of you saw them on Instagram and had questions and stuff, especially in my Alien Worlds book, and so I'm going to try to answer them. Yeah, this is my coloring journal that we are going to be saying goodbye to after July. I have placed an order for a new journal, and it should be coming any day. So right now I'm slowly stacking the books that I'm coloring in August, and once it gets here I will basically fill in and make it work. And yeah, and once I get my August layout the way I like it, then maybe I'll do a video if you guys want. If you don't really care about that, that's fine too. I did get a response to my planners and journals video. The people that watched it really enjoyed it, and so I want to thank those that watched that video. That's the video that's before this video. If you didn't get a chance to watch it, it's still on the channel, and I appreciate your support if you want to watch that. But we'll just get started. So I'm going to flip to June here, if I can find the tab. So June, I had done 18 pages, which is really good for me, by the way. I'm going to kind of keep this up so I can make sure to remember what buddy colors I had and stuff. But yeah, June was a really good month for me, coloring wise. It's been a long time since I've done 18 pages, guys. Back in the day, I used to do like 30, and now it's like slowly deplenishing. But so these are my June stats right here. I'm just using the natural light from my kitchen, so I hope you guys can see this okay. I don't want to turn on the overhead lights, or else we'll get glares. So we'll do the best I can with the natural light. If I do need to end up turning on a light, I will let you know. But so I got 18 pages completed. 4 of those pages were buddy colors, and then I got 5 on the Color Your Hoard, so I colored 5 untouched books, and 3 YouTube videos in June. So I didn't do very many YouTube videos. Usually when I do YouTube videos, it's when I can do a YouTube video, and during the summer it makes it kind of hard because my kids are not at school. And speaking of not at school, my kids are not at school right now. They're just being really good at the moment, so I'm going to try to record, but if you hear noise, it's just my kids. That's just the life of a mama. So please be patient, and I will pause if I need to, and we'll just continue after that. YouTube subbies. I have 4,529, so we had an added 37, and Instagram followers is 2,955, which I had an added of 80, and that's a lot for me in a month. And then Facebook members was 325, so we just added 1. And I think this one is a slow growth, and I think it's because I forget to put the link on my videos, and my Facebook group isn't like constantly popping with activity because we just post what we want to post. Like once you're done coloring a page, you can post it. And I've tried to throw out challenges and things like that, but they don't get very good feedback. Like I don't get too much response back. So I mean, some people do them and some people don't. So I kind of don't know whether to continue trying to do challenges or different things in the group, or just keep it just an open group of post your coloring, post your projects. That's something that me and my fellow admins are trying to figure out what would be best. But right now it's pretty much just post whatever. And yeah, so that's my June stuff. I'm going to just flip over to my July real fast. And as you can see, I put a star on the days that I colored. Look at all those days that I didn't color. Yeah, I didn't do much coloring. I did color. I did a lot of bookmarks. Now, I had a collection of bookmarks that were sent to me from a friend, and They were part of her Disney bookmark collection. She took some out for me and sent them to me because I didn't have the summertime bookmarks from the Disney series. And she sent it to me, and since I had them, they were loose and they were just sitting there. I couldn't just let them sit there. So I had to color them. So I colored all of them. So that's why I have a total of 6 bookmarks colored. And as you can see here, I have that blank. I didn't get lots of check marks done. This is blank. This is blank. I didn't even get my buddy colors in. Yeah, it was, yeah. My July numbers aren't that great. I have 7 completed pages, which is actually pretty good for not being massively colory. And the 6 bookmarks, and then I did 3 Color Your Hoard. And I did 2 videos and 2 shorts. So the 2 shorts are just some brief little coloring that I did in a Maria Troll book. So that's what are the short videos on the channel. And then I had colored 0 buddy colors. I have buddy colors. I just chose not to color any in the month of July. And my buddies understand why. So these are my like current stats type of thing. So my YouTube subbies went up 18 and my Instagram followers went up 34, which is pretty good considering I had a pretty low coloring month and low involvement month basically in the coloring community for July. So I still want to thank everyone that has subscribed and followed me and is sticking it out with me in my coloring journey. I really appreciate your love and support, and all the companies that send me things and are so understanding and just wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So thank you so much for your support and everything you guys do. So I'm going to flip back to my June just so that I can read what I wrote, because I'm not going to be remembering what I did on what page and everything, probably. Yeah, we'll see. So I'm going to just move that aside right there. And I have like my pile of books is like all just like munched together, but I am going to show you my 2 whips. So my first whip I'm going to show you is in Botanicum by Maria Troll, or Maria Trolle, however you pronounce it. And this one I basically hadn't colored in this book, and I told you guys I wanted to color a page in here, so I started and then I put some shorts, and basically this is how far I got on the page. Oh, I have a little thing there. So this is how far I got on the page using pencils, and in the short I even used Crayola pipsqueaks. There's some gel pens, and it's like a little girl looking out to the like stream, and she's made herself a little boat out of leaves. And I don't have very much to do on this. I just have to do the water and then like the leaves in the background. But this is my progress. She's mostly Prismacolor pencils, but everything else, I think I started using Polychromos, and I started using Crayola Super Tips. So it was like a mix of different pencils and mediums. And I like how she's turning out so far. Yeah, you guys know that yellow is my favorite color, so her shirt had to be yellow, and we needed the flowers to match, and I thought that a good complement to yellow is purple, so that's why I did the flowers purple. And to me, the lotus flowers are usually purple or pink, so that is why those are in with the lily pads. So that is what I have going here in my in this whip. And this is just one of those Ohuhu blotter sheet things. It's like the perfect size of this square, and since she's Prismacolor and I haven't like sprayed her or like fixed her or anything, I don't want this to spread onto this page, so that's why I have that over that. And my next whip is in Daydreams by Hannah Carlson, and so this is the one that I was like, okay, I haven't colored in this book. This book was given to me a long time ago by Ashley from Ashley's Coloring Journey, like a long time ago, before I even started my channel, I think. And she had it, and she said it wasn't really her kind of thing. And so she sent it to me, and I'm like, I'll give it a try. And I just had never colored in it. And not that I didn't want to, it's just I had so many books in life, you know? And I'm not like the massive flower colorist, but for some reason I needed time this month just to put color to paper. And I don't know why I chose this page. Honestly, I really don't know what I was thinking, but I just started going. And this is the page that I'm working on. It's a double. And look at all those flowers, guy. You're probably like thinking, wait a minute, am I watching Jamie's Coloring Love? Look at all those flowers. Yeah, I just kind of, yeah. I pulled out my Polychromos pencils. This is mostly Polychromos pencils. And I just started going one day. I needed to clear my mind, more or less. And so I started going on the leaves. And then after I finished the leaves, I was like, okay, what do I want to do next? How about I do these flowers? And then I did all those flowers. And then I was like, okay, let's do something else. And then it's like every day I would do just another one and another one. And it just continually progressed from there. And I still need to do the blue flowers on this side. And I'm doing these like orangey, reddish flowers to hold up the houses. Because for some reason they remind me of a poppy. Yeah, I don't know the colors of flowers and all that stuff. I just was pulling colors that I thought would complement each other. After everything is said and done, once I'm done, I'll decide whether I want to do a background or not. But right now, this is a perfect page for me just to slowly chip on when I need to clear my mind. And I can't believe it's actually a flower page. But we do have some structural things with houses, and I do like to color houses, so yeah, we've got a purple one and we've got this one right here. It's basically just something that I start coloring and I put like a show on in the background that I've seen a million times, like a series or something, and just keep going. And then once my hand starts to hurt, I stop. Because if I do too much pencil work, my hand will start to hurt. So yeah, that is what I have going in this book. And I really like how it looks. It actually looks really pretty considering I'm like mindlessly coloring it. But those actually, I started in July. So those weren't really the June pages. In June, I made a mission because I was determined to catch up to Amanda Colors on the Doggy Doodle coloring book. Because I finally found my Doggy Doodle coloring book. And so here it is right here. And so I did a total of 3. But now I'm behind because I didn't do it in July. So it's fine. At least I have 3 done. So I'll show you the ones that I've done. So this was the first one that they had chose to do. And so like the very first one when she started this color along was the cactus. That's my son. Ethan, can you be quiet, please? So this is the cactus page. This reminds me of maybe a dog in Mexico or something. I think it's really fun and really cute. And of course you have to have an orange sky because he's like in a desert. So why not, right? The next one, it's not the next one in the, is this one. So this was the next one that was in the like lineup, was this painterly character. This one kind of reminds me of the 70s and or flower power type of thing. Is that the 70s? I'm thinking so. So I kind of went all rainbow, and I want to say I had a rainbow prompt or something that I was supposed to do for something else. I don't remember, but this is all Cali art markers and gel pens, and I made him like this teal colored dog. This was really fun to color and very relaxing, and with the Cali art markers they actually don't bleed out too bad, so I think it turned out really cute and really fun. So yeah, that was a really fun one to do. And then the one that they had picked for June was this one, which was the beehive one. And this one I actually colored first before I colored those other 2. And this one, I do have metallic on like the honeycombs, but since I'm using natural light, I mean, I guess I could turn on my overhead light so that maybe you guys can see the metallic in the honeycombs and stuff, and like the different metallic flares that I put in there. Yeah. This was really cute. And I even added like some glittery stuff to the honeycomb, and I tried to keep to a certain palette so that I didn't go too crazy with color. And this one, I'm just looking. This one I did Cali Arts, glitter gel pens, metallic markers, Bic Ultra Fines. And since this was the first page I colored in the book, this would count for the color your hoard. And then the rest just kind of lined up after that. So I'll have to play catch up again in August or September because I didn't do July and I don't even know which one August is. So yeah, but once I get going in this book, I tend to go page after page, so I think I'll be okay. I know I colored in. So this is Beauty Close-Up, Volume 1. This was sent to me for review, so I colored a page for review for the channel. So if you watched my review video, you already know what this page is, and it is this one. So this one is done with alcohol markers and Prismacolor pencils, and this counts for Color Your Horde because it's a first page in this book. And I like how she turned out, and I actually show how I color her in the video of my review. So if you're interested in how I achieved this skin tone and things like that, you can definitely check that out. Dark skin tones are very challenging for me, but I did my best because I didn't want to make her too dark, but I did want to give her kind of a reddish tint to her hair. Kind of going for more of like a Jamaican look. Yeah, I think she is beautiful, and I think she looks good. So yeah, there is that one. That one counts for Color Your Horde, obviously. The next one I did, turn off that overhead light. So I was just showing you the shiny. This one was done in June. This one is Geometric Mandalas Coloring Book by Jade Summer. Now, I don't know, I know several books got taken off of Amazon and then got put back on. I don't know if this is one that got put back on. I don't know if you can go to the Etsy store of Jade Summer and get this one or not, but this is one of my rare mandala books. I don't have tons because I have to be in the mood for a mandala, but the reason why I like this one is because it's like coloring crystals, and so that is why I kept this in my collection. And I thought I would jump on board with Disney Meg's mandala challenge, where you color the character colors or whatever it is. It's like Disney's mandala something or other. What's it called? Meg's Disney Mandala Challenge, and it was for Minnie Mouse. So I did this one. Oh, I guess I want to turn on my overhead light, or you guys won't see any of the fun sparkle. Okay, here goes the light again. All right, so this part where I wrote Minnie Mouse and have two pictures, I actually found these pictures on the internet, and then I created this on my computer and printed it off and just added it to the page. That way, because I don't have a whole bunch of like little Disney stickers and things like that, and I can't write like Minnie Mouse. So yeah, I just thought this would be a cute way to do it, and then I have those colors right there to reference to. I've used Teo Tree markers, gel pens, metallic gel pens, and a black Tombow pen. So you can see the glitter gel pen. That was the, I think it was the Black Link, if I am correct. And, well, it says a metallic gel pen. Maybe it was the metallic black from Jelly Roll. It's one of those. And I think that the colors came out really well to match Minnie's palette. And I think I will continue using this book for Disney Makes Challenge, because I really like how these turn out. Like this one's one of my favorites, just because they look more crystal-like. They don't look so much like a mandala. I feel like they look more like a gem or something like that that you would put on a ring or a necklace. So I really like this book, the Geometric Mandalas Coloring Book from Jade Summer. So moving on, I did color in Mini Mania 1 for coloring Bumblebee. Is that whose things it is? I'm sure it's coloring Bumblebee. Yeah, coloring Bumblebee. Yes, that's it. Gabby Wolf, Mini Mania, color along with coloring Bumblebee to complete Mini Mania. That is what it is. I joined for her page in June, and it was this page right here. And I didn't want to do all green trees because I was getting greened out. So mine's a springtime picture, and I'm really big into Animal Crossing, and in the spring their trees turn pink and they have things in them. So in the pink trees, all the little leaves are glitter gel pen. I think they're so much fun. And the housing thing, I was thinking, oh, I could do it all one color, and I thought, oh, I could do it Asian inspired. But then I thought, you know, I like the look of, like, I think it's Africa or South Africa, or where they have the huts, and they're all different colors and all different shades. Maybe Costa Rica's like that too. But there's like a conglomeration of houses all like put in one place, and they're all different colors. And to me, I thought that was a really fun idea. So that's why I did the houses like this. and I have a gray blackish kitty and an orange tabby cat, because I have to have an orange tabby cat. And I put a lot of glitter gel pen under the water because it's fun. Why not, you know? Everyone loves glitter. And my mushrooms are your typical toad mushroom where you've got the white spots and the red tops. Yeah, turned out really cute. I've been enjoying coloring along. I didn't get to July's page, but that doesn't mean I can't do it later. But I've been really enjoying coloring along in Mini Mania, and I really like the Mini Mania books. I've been trailing along with Mini Mania. Yeah, I'm just kind of looking at my pages here. Okay, so next one is Comfy and Cozy, coloring book by Jade Summer. So I recently saw that they changed the cover of this again. I don't know what I got on my book right there. It's fine. This one I actually did as a buddy color. I just turn so I can see what I am doing here. This one I did with the Wild Poppy. Her name is Karen. She contacted me through Instagram, and then she also contacted me through email. And she asked if I was up for a buddy color in this, and I said sure. And I let her pick 3 pages, and we talked about doing the other pages at another time. And I still haven't done those yet, Karen, but we still have this one, so we're good. I can mark those down for future buddy colors, by the way. Yeah, this one is really cute, guys. I have a lot of those simple coloring books, and I really, really enjoy them. But for some reason, I really liked this one. And I don't know if it was the paper or the line art or something about this one I really, really like. So I know there's a lot of the simple coloring books coming out, but if you do not have this one, I'd highly suggest this one, because there's something about this one that just, I don't know, for me, I really enjoy coloring. And so this is the page that we colored. This one right here. So what did I use? I'm just looking in my book. Where is it? The 10 story page. Alcohol markers shaded with Prismacolor pencils and gel pens. So I used my pastel alcohol markers from Ohuhu to color the whole thing, and then I went over it with Prismacolor pencils because I was going through this Prismacolor mode where I felt like I wanted to use my Prismacolors a lot in June. And so I did the shading in Prisma, and I really like it. And I stuck to a palette, as you can see. I tried not to defer and add too many colors, and I really like how it turned out. And then I did like these soft lines in the window because it is raining, and when it rains you get that condensation or something on your window, so that's kind of what it's supposed to represent. And this was really fun. So I want to thank Karen for coloring with me, and I will show you Karen's picture here. I'll pop it up on the screen. I love how hers turned out too. They're just so fun and unique, and I just love the different takes on other colors, same picture, you know? So I really love doing buddy colors. If you want to do buddy colors with me in simple books like this, or Comfy Days by Kawaii, or those simple books, I have some. Hit me up. These ones are really easy for me to get done, and I know that I can get them done quickly, and I can have a good time, and you can have a good time, and I'm totally up for future buddy colors in simple books like this anytime. Okay, so that is Comfy Cozy, and I want to thank the Wild Poppy for coloring this with me. All right, and in her page she said that she used Ohuhu markers, the pastel ones, and then she used glossy accents eyeshadow background, which is really cool because I used to do eyeshadow backgrounds myself. The next one I'm going to pull is this one. This is one of my favorites for June. So I did this one for, I think it's Dana's Coloring Obsession is her channel's name, I believe. Did I do this one in June? I swear I did this one in June. I'm looking for the title. Oh, it's right there. Yeah, so I did it for Dana's birthday hashtag because her birthday was in June, and she said that you can color in any Diane Dufour book. And so since I already had this on my radar, I wanted to color in this. I flipped through a lot of pages before I decided which one I wanted to do. And then I had a song in my head from Moana, and so of course I had to do this page. So I'm going to hold the shine so you can see all the metallic background, but I'm going to turn off the overhead light so you can see the depth of the color here. There we go. See, you can see the depth of the color with the natural light a lot better. I ran out of tabs, so I folded a washi. Yeah, I love this one, guys. I absolutely love this one. Yeah, I have never had such success in one of these books before by her. And since I love the way this turned out, I may continue the method that I used for this for future pages. I used Crayola Super Tips for base, and then I put Prismas on top of it, and then I have gel pens, and whatever I couldn't achieve through gel pens, I used acrylic paint pens. And I didn't write this down, but I know this is Neo Color too on the bottom. And then after I had done the bottom, then I did a little shading on top with the Prismacolor pencils. And the whole time I was thinking of Moana, and then my mind switched gears and I started thinking of Lilo and Stitch when Lilo is getting ready to dance at the beginning and she's all wet after feeding the fish, and she's wearing a little hula skirt and they're just having fun, and then they end up slipping and falling and everything, and it's just so funny. I really, really enjoyed this. I can't say enough. And so I want to thank Dana for having that prompt to color in this book, and this is my first time coloring in this book, so definitely a Color Your Hoard and one of my favorites for the month of June, and I hope you guys enjoy it too. I just love it. I love the shading on the bears and everything. I know I was going to turn my bears into pandas, but it just seemed fitting to do brown because I felt like it was a celebration of the Polynesian culture. So yeah, that is what I went with, and I love it. So there is that one. Next one I have in the coloring book lineup here is the Disney Silhouettes, and I color in this one with a Disney Meg, and we do this as a group buddy project book. We both have had this for a while, and we both love this book, and I thought it would be awesome to complete this someday, and so did she. So we're working on it together. And the pages that we did were, we did 2 pages. Yeah, we did 2 pages for June. And she really wanted to do Inside Out because of the new movie coming out, the Inside Out 2. And I suggested doing the Simba page because Zazu was on the head of Simba, and she was doing a thing for her birthday, which was color companion animals. And Zazu's kind of like a companion type of animal in that movie. And I thought we could do that for her hashtag, and then we could do the Joy thing because of the new movie coming out. And which one am I going to flip to first? Let's see. Let's find Joy. All right. There's Joy. So here is my Joy page, and there is glitter on there. There's your light so you can see all the glittery goodness. And all of the colors are associated with the whole movie. I really do like, I'm going to turn off the light so we don't have shine, but I really like how I have done the lettering in like the names so they're more than one just color. And I tried to break it up the best I could, but it's really hard when you have only so many colors and they kind of mesh together. So I did the best I could, and I think it turned out all right. Is it my favorite? No. But is it, like, do I hate it? No. I think it's all right. I mean, if I look at it now, I may have changed things so that there were some more darker elements to make things really pop. I think if I really wanted to make this pop, if I did a whole black background, all of this would just really zing off the page. But I don't know if I have the ambition to do that. So that's my Joy page. And I will show you Disney Meg's Joy page as well. I'm going to pull it up here. I think she did a beautiful job. She always does a great job on all of her pages. And it's just so much fun to color with Meg. Thank you so much, Meg, for coloring with me. Now I'm going to show you our next page, which is right after that, which is the Simba and Zazu page. And I was going for the color scheme of what I would think would be African safari colors that I remember from Lion King. Lion King is one of my son's favorite movies, my older son that has autism. He can quote every single line from Lion King, and Lion King 1.5, and Lion King 2, and all of the Lion Kings. So I was trying to stick with the Lion King color palette. And it's tricky because there's lots of browns and lots of yellows. So I did the best I could, and I made sure to outline them in the black so they really popped off the page. I am very happy with the outcome of this page. And yeah, I'm so glad we did it. And there is some glitter gel pen on there. I'm gonna just turn on light one more sec so you can see what is shining like the sun. And there's not a ton, but there's some. Yeah, gotta have a little bit of shine. And the only color that doesn't seem like it belongs is the color of this ostrich, but it's okay to have that little tiny pink because we have so much going on, and having the black and white zebra really brings out another contrast as well. It draws your eyes to the zebra, and he actually has pink in his ears, so it actually helps balance that out just a little bit. But yeah, and with these particular pages, if you're curious what I like to use, is I like to use, like, I used my Teo Tree markers, Prismacolor pencils, gel pens, Jelly Roll, Link Shine gel pens. I also like to use Bic Ultrafine markers, Stedler fine tip markers, because there's a lot of fine details on these type of pages. So I pretty much use the whole kitchen sink, whatever works. And I know that I've used acrylic paint pens to outline these. And yeah, I will show you Meg's picture of her Zazu and Simba. Hers is really fun. I like hers. She did a really good job. And I want to thank her for coloring with me on that. I know that we planned on doing Pinocchio for July, and I didn't get to Pinocchio, and she was okay with that. And so we still have Pinocchio on our radar, and I asked her if we could do Brave for August, and she said, yeah, that would be fine. So we have Pinocchio and Brave coming up in our future colorings together. So there is that one. And I know I colored in, I know I colored another buddy. So I did, I'm just looking here. Oh, I didn't finish the Korean book me and Disney Make are going to do. So that will be for another time. And I didn't do my Crystal Vogel book with Kim. So that will be another time. But I did do my Woodland Kingdom coloring book. I have to go grab that because I pulled all my Asian books to show you guys my Asian collection because of my Asian hashtag starting this month. And I think I pulled it and put it in with that collection. So give me 2 seconds. It's literally going to be like a minosecond for you guys. I'm just going to press pause, grab the book, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I can't believe we're at 42 minutes and I'm not even done with the June. It's a good thing July is really short. So this is the one that I'm working on with Christina from Christina's Art Corner and Sherry Dunowitz on Instagram. And the page we picked back in June, I think I picked this page, I was just thinking about it, is the doggy page right here. This cute little doggy page. So yeah, we did this one together. I used Ohuhu markers, acrylic paint markers, and Moonlight gel pens, which are from Jelly Roll. So this counts as a buddy color. And it really didn't take that long. I made this dog right here look like our dog that we have here at our house. Her name is Izzy. If you guys remember, I posted little pictures of her when she was a little puppy. My daughter sometimes calls her Izzy Pooch or Izzy Belle because her middle name's Belle because we got her at Christmas time, and she's just full of energy and excitement, even though she's in November she'll be 3. So I can't believe we had her that long. Yeah, she's a really good dog. Yeah, so this is how this turned out. And we actually are doing, we took a break for July, but we're actually doing this one right here for July, this polar bear page. And, or I guess it could be brown bear or whatever. I have some really cool ideas of what I want to do here, so I definitely need to get to that one. But yeah, I really enjoyed coloring this one, and when I colored the purple background, I used an acrylic paint pen, and after I colored it, it just seemed just flat, and so that's why I added dots inside to kind of give it almost like a snow globe feel. And yeah, I think it turned out really bright and fun, and I'm going to show you Christina and Sherry's pages now. Both of their pages are awesome. I just love them. I like how they're colored their dogs. I like their take on like what they did in the center and around. They're so different. All 3 of us are so different. It is so much fun. Yeah, I really, really liked it. So yeah, this is my page and their pages from Woodland Kingdom coloring book, which you will probably see again when I show you my Asian collection. Maybe by then I'll have this one colored, but doubtful, you know. I want to plan on trying to do that video pretty quickly because my books are starting to stack. So yeah, thank you, Christina and Sherry, for being my friends and coloring in this book with me. It has been an awesome ride. So next, I kind of showed you all the buddy colors and have I showed you pretty much everything. I'm waiting to show you Alien Worlds last because those ones will need the most explanation. Cozy Spaces, let's see. I did that one in July. Sorry. I'm just trying to organize my thought process. So this one I did in June. And this one. Yeah. Okay, so we'll start with this one. This is the Easy Kawaii coloring book by Colored Carmel. This has a different cover now if you do order it on Amazon. It's one of those easy books again. They sent me this for review, and so I colored a page. I did show it on the channel, but if you didn't get a chance to see that review, you can see the picture I colored now. This one, I love it. I absolutely love it. Like I told you, I was on a Prisma mode this month in July, and I did this little dragon. Look how cute he is. Yeah. And he's eating pizza. Yeah, he totally reminds me of like this teenage dragon. I colored him to look like Spyro if Spyro was younger, and with the chubby-ish cheeks and just, yeah. So I colored him originally with markers, which were the Cali art markers. And then I kind of looked at it and I was like, it's okay. But I just really want to add depth and I really want him to really pop. So I brought out my Prismas and it didn't take much. And as I was going, I could just see this picture coming to life. And every second, I was loving just every minute of doing it. And yeah, I just love how he turned out. This is washi tape on the sides. I wanted to create the film strip effect. And yeah, it's really fun. He does have sparkle pop on him. And he does have white gel pen to create all these little freckly things. They're just fun. Fun. So yeah, if you have these like simple books, you can color them straight, or if you want to add dimension and depth, add some pencil, and they really just come to life. And maybe in the future, I will cut him out of this book and actually add him to a journal of some sort. I'm starting to get into the fact of doing different junk journals and collaging and things like that. I mean, maybe I will add him into another coloring book. You never know. These simple books or books that just have like one character on them, I think they're great. Because after you color them, maybe you don't know what you want to do with them now, but maybe later down the road, you will have a book that you could fit that character into that book. It's just an awesome thing where you can create your own thing in your coloring books and still recognize the artists, but yet you're converting to be your own. So it's just an awesome thing. Anyways, sorry, I just keep on babbling, but that is my channel. I tend to talk because you guys are my family and friends here in the art community, and I just love sharing things with you. Cozy Spaces. Now, I am with a group that is coloring this, and I believe the head of the group is Squishy Colors. Does it say on my... No, it just says Cozy Spaces Coloring Group. But I'm pretty sure it's like Squishy Colors or something. I know we talked about adding a hashtag, but I can't remember if we decided on one. If I figure it out, I will put it on the screen, okay? I'll put her name or I'll tag her because she has a channel too. And if I can figure out the hashtag, I'll put it on the screen. But like right now, I'm drawing a total blank. In June, we decided, which one did we do? We did this one. So cute. So this is another simple one, but it's a larger size format because this isn't one of those half-size books. So there's a lot more to color. Like I said, I was on that whole shade with pencils thing, but I used Teo Tree markers, gel pens, metallic gel pens, and is this Cozy Spaces? Yeah. And metallic gel pens and black Tombow pen. Maybe I gave you the wrong information on a different one. It's okay. It's okay. Basically, it's markers underneath. Added some gel pen for some pop. There is some moonlight, I can tell. these trees I tried shading with crayons, with the twistable crayons from Crayola. I didn't know if I loved the shading, so I switched to colored pencils for shading. And I really like how the shading turned out on my little critters. Now, I did reference a raccoon so that I would get the colors right. Like, I looked it up on my phone because I just wanted him to match a raccoon. And you think I would know this. Growing up where I grew up, we had a lot of wildlife and we lived in the mountains. So I've seen many raccoons in real life before, the kind that you don't want to mess with because they're vicious and they give you rabies. So I know what a raccoon looks like, but I just wanted to make sure I got his colors right. This one, I didn't know what this was, this character right here. And I kind of looked at the other girls' pages and I was thinking, okay, I still don't know what it is. And my daughter goes, well, maybe it's a fox. I said, well, then where's his tail? Well, maybe he's a cat. Well, where's his tail again? So because she said fox, I just decided to color him orange. So you tell me, what is this? What kind of animal is this? Obviously that's a squirrel, that's a mouse, that's a raccoon. But what animal is this? The miscellaneous alien animal that joined them for the campfire? I don't know. But that's the way I colored him. They all had to have rosy cheeks because why not? It's fun. And the bedroom's nice and colorful. And there is a little bit of glitter in the sky, but there's not that much, so I'm not going to worry about turning on the overhead light again on you. But yeah, that's how this one turned out. And then we have picked, oh, we did this one, but I think I already showed you guys this page. I think this page was for the month before. If you guys didn't see this page, this was the month before, I think, because I remember picking this page, and it's the pineapple page, and I colored my little character to look like Winnie the Pooh. So yeah. Or maybe it was, this was the page for June, and this one was for July. One or the other. Yeah. Now that I think about it, I think this was, yeah, I think this was the June page, was the pineapple. So I have my Winnie the Pooh doing laundry and a pineapple. It's really cute. And then this is the one we did for July, I'm pretty sure. So if I can still access their pages for this one and this one, I will put them on screen right now so you can see all the different ones in the group. And I'll just close my book so you can look at those for a quick sec. Everybody did such an awesome job. I love looking at everybody's take on those pages. And if you have that book and want to join the group, if you're not sure who to get a hold of, you can always contact me. But like I said, I'm going to put the head of the group's channel information and stuff so that you can contact her through Instagram, or I can send you the right direction. So I hope I have given you guys enough time here to look through all those. And then the final book that I'm going to show you for June is my Alien Worlds book. So hopefully that gave us enough time to show you all those beautiful pages in Cozy Spaces. Alien Worlds. This one, I was scared to death to start this book. I will be honest. I bought it thinking this is cool, but then when I started looking at it, I'm like, you know, I'm always intimidated by a Kirby. But then once I get into it, I really get into it. And I love, that's my son. I love the concept that happy catastrophe. Ethan, can you be quiet for a minute? That happy catastrophe is doing in this book. I love the idea of having your own starship, your own captain's log, all these things. It really makes me feel like I'm in the book, like living the story. And so, yeah, I love it. Okay. So first off, have to start from the beginning. So yeah, this is where I started. Prismacolors are my friend in this book. They love this paper, by the way. My ship is entirely Prismacolors. My ship's name is... Sorry, my son's talking. My ship's name is the Lunar Endeavor. I didn't know what to call my ship for a long time, but I did a lot of research and stuff, and I like the idea of the Endeavor. And then lunar is like, means like the moon and stuff, and I just really liked it together. So I said, okay, that sounds great to me. Lunar Endeavor it is. And I colored this, and then after I colored it, I'm thinking, are those the colors of Buzz Lightyear? No, Buzz Lightyear doesn't have orange. So I think this is its own thing. It'll be good. And then I needed to think of a captain's log, or like my captain name. That one was hard. I'll be honest, Candace. That one kept me up all night. I mean, I was so excited. Sorry, that's my setting again. I was so excited to dive in and have this story and mission log and all this stuff. I just couldn't stop thinking about it. And I am like smiling from ear to ear here. I was like, okay, what should I do? I don't want to just do Captain Jamie's Coloring Love or anything like that. I really want something like really fun. And then I thought about the movie Galaxy Quest and how those aliens call him Commander. And I thought, oh, that's kind of cool. And then I liked how they called the girl Lieutenant. And I thought, oh, that's cool too. And I was thinking, what's something unique about me? Well, I'm a Gemini. I was born in May on the 30th. So I'm a Gemini, and that's a zodiac. So I said, okay, that sounds good. And then since I'm in the lunar endeavor, and the lunar represents the moon, I thought about the stars and the fact that zodiacs and constellations are stars. So basically, in the end, I am Lieutenant Commander Gemini Stargaze. Stargaze. And I just thought, yeah, that's super long, but I love it. So yeah, that's my name, the Lieutenant Commander Gemini Stargaze. And I do not reside on the planet Earth. I am from a different planet, but I am going on this adventure too. So yeah, I love Guardians of the Galaxy and all those things too. Anywho, this is my page that I started off with. My planet is basically, I colored it with the King's Art gel sticks, and then I went on top with Prismacolor pencils, and I did have to use some acrylic marker here and there where I couldn't get shading into the gel stick. Sometimes there's such a buildup, I can't really get into it, so I used my acrylic brush pens. I have so many different name brands, just from time. I can't tell you which ones I used. I just pulled whatever I felt like, and then I kind of just shaded around these smoky lines with a white Prisma, and this like borealis effect I did with neon Faber-Castell gel sticks, and then I also added Moonlight Jelly Roll, and then I outlined the whole lunar endeavor with a white paint pen, so it would really pop off the page. And so that's how this turned out. And I was really happy with this. Now, while I was coloring this, I was thinking, well, I don't want to lose my colors of my ship, because the ship is in the book several times, at least at the beginning of my journey. So while I was coloring him, I colored this guy because I wanted to make sure this one and this one matched. So I haven't finished this, but I have the ship done. Anywhooser, so that's how my first page turned out. The next page is this one, which is the console. I don't know exactly how I want to approach this, but I actually have been considering finding some pictures of little robots, like little pictures of different kind of robots. I may be able to get them out of another coloring book I have and copy them and putting them on my dash as little Android type things that help my ship, because I can't be at my console all the time. And I also think of Flight of the Navigator. That's an old one from Disney, and how he has that little critter right next to him when he's flying in the ship and, you know, listening to the Beach Boys and all that stuff. And I thought, you know, it would be really fun to have some little characters on my dash. And then this whole scene right here, I think that I want to do something where it starts off like a light color, like a light purple or a light blue, and builds out to the darker, and then bring in the stars. By doing that, I'm going to have to use something like gouache or oil pastels or something. It's going to have to be something really opaque to cover what's already here that's black. So this is I'm still thinking about it. And my next page is this one. So I guess it's what is called like one of your title pages, I guess. And it's a double page spread. I used Prismacolor pencils, and for most of it, I did my gel crayons as well. I have white Signo for the white. I tried to make this little ship here, or whatever this is supposed to be, to look similar to a droid like you'd see on Star Wars. Basically, everything that I put in this book is a reflection on every space movie I've ever seen. And so it's really going to come together very unique and very interesting. I tried to do different kinds of planets, different color schemes going up. Like this is ice, and this may be a warm planet, but we've got like a purple moon thing here, and this is breaking up in different things, but this is more of like a spiky type of planet. So maybe it's more orange and red, and this is like green, and this one is pink. And yeah, I was just trying to do different planets, things that we've never discovered here on the cover. The next one I'm going to show you doesn't look like what it's supposed to look like. So I'm going to first show you what, like, I'm going to find a picture of what the next page is supposed to look like in a blank book, like if you were to buy the book. It's the table of contents page, which is probably a really boring page for a lot of us colorists. We usually skip over this page. So I'm showing you right now, hopefully, the table of contents page. I wanted to be very creative. That's all I can say. I did this at the end of June, and I really just went to town. Okay, are you guys ready? This is mine. This is my table of contents page. There is no table of contents left. Yeah, I did my own thing. That's the beauty about having your own coloring book. You can make it what you want it to be. First off, all of this plant life is still Kirby's plant life. I did not take it away. The spaceships, they're Kirby's. This is Kirby's. All of these plants, they're Kirby's. Basically what I did was cover the table of contents and then blacked the background. This part right here, I printed this off. I made it myself on my computer. It says Space Mission Log. My name is Lieutenant Commander Gemini Stargaze, and my starship residence is the Lunar Endeavor. My rank is Pilot Analyst, and my mission is to explore unknown planets and galaxies and bring back data reports, because we are the Alien Data Report group. And this girl is awesome, by the way. I got her from Etsy, from a coloring book. Now, she may be AI, she may not be, I don't know. But I just liked her because she was this awesome looking space explorer. And I've had to add extra line work into her and everything. But I went for like a pastel tone and stuff. So basically, this is me. This is Lieutenant Commander Gemini Stargaze. And this is her profile page, ready to conquer the world. And there were several pictures in that coloring book that I bought from Etsy. And I may be pulling other girls later in the future to add to my book, because I am really into coloring people, and I think it's a great way to integrate these things into a coloring book. You're probably wondering how I did this. Well, this is pretty easy. You print it off, you glue it in your book, and you're done. I printed it in color, but I did go over it a little bit with some Prismas and added white gel pen to add some stars. So that's easy enough. All of this is Prismacolor work. The black is black acrylic paint from Apple Barrel, and all the ships and everything Prismacolor. And then I had flicked white paint. So if you get white acrylic paint and you're planning to create stars, make sure you water it down. You want it to be kind of watery, because when you flick it, you want it to give like a star effect. You don't want it to give like clumps. So make sure you water down your acrylic paint, just for those that are interested. And I printed her off, and then I colored her separate before I put her on here with my alcohol markers, because you guys know I love alcohol markers. And then I could see where these plants were coming up and things. So basically I took a blank sheet of paper and traced where the plants were coming up. And then I cut that out, and then I put it on top of her and cut out those shapes so that she would just fit right in where I needed her to fit. Now, we had some access on the sides, and I had to trim it down. And there was some areas that didn't quite match up, so there was like white there, but I just colored it to match it, because I shaded her with Prismas, and I colored these with Prismas. So I was able to make it work. And basically, I blended it together to make it almost look like this is just part of the book. I integrated her in the book. And yeah, I think it's awesome. I think it's an awesome idea. I don't see it done very much in very many channels, and I think it's a great way to integrate one artist into another artist as well. Like, say you really like Sherry Baldy's Little Girls, you can integrate those into a Johanna Basford book. I just I really like this idea, and this is the first time I really have dived in and done this. So I'm so proud of myself for doing this. And yeah, a lot of people ask me how I did it. I glued her on with a glue stick, and anything that seemed like it wasn't sticking down right, I went back over with the glue stick to make sure it was like really good. And then she was pretty secure on there. And then after she was in, there was a couple things that didn't look right. I covered that up with the black because I was doing the black paint background. So I didn't do the black paint until after she was glued in. Now, she was printed on a pretty thin paper, so you could still see the table of contents behind her. I had to white out the table of contents with a white paint before I put her on, because if not, you would see lines of words in her face. So I want to use the thin paper so that it won't create like really thickness and make my book really bulky, but at the same time, I don't want to have lines of what's underneath on my image. So yeah, this is how it is. And I love it. And I really, really enjoyed doing all this. It was a little bit of a task coloring all these plant life. I will tell you, I enjoyed coloring her and putting her in the system and doing the black and all that stuff a lot more than, like, by the time I got to over here, I was done. I didn't want to color any more plants. But I really like how I did the plants. They're not natural. They're alien-esque. The whole process is awesome. And every time I report back to the group, I do it mission log style. Just like Buzz Lightyear when he opens up his little thing and says, "Come in, mission log." You know, that kind of thing. That is what I'm doing. I'm talking to my fellow colorists. I'm talking to my fellow space explorers. This is my mission log, and I am sharing it with you guys. I do want to start a journal where I write down my mission logs. I have them all on my phone because I've been writing them down, but I want to print them off and put them in a journal, or even write them out. So I have a mission log journal to go with this book. Sorry, my son's being kind of loud. Ethan, can you be quiet?
Yeah.
So basically, it would be fun to start a journal that is a mission log of this book, my journey through space exploration. So, like I said, this is the next one. I don't know how I want to do it. I'll be honest. This is supposed to be the Lost Paradise right here. I've seen a lot of people do a lot of green, and I read the description of what Kirby says this planet's about, a luscious type of planet, and then I look up the word lush. Does that automatically mean green? Does that automatically mean flowers? I don't know. You know, I'm really trying to think out of the box. I've seen some incredible pages of this page, so it's really hard to dive into this when I've seen so many incredible renditions. Yeah, and then the next page after that is inside this Lost Paradise. Now, they do have a Space Explorer right here that Kirby has created, and that's cool. But if I can find a girl Space Explorer, maybe with her hair hanging out or something, I may put her in right here instead of this guy. And during the process, I may change my ship color. I may, you know, I don't know what's going to happen. And I have kids, so maybe later down the road, you will see young space explorers with me. My daughter, my son, you know, things like that, traveling through here. And like, I know a lot of people have done these. Well, in both of these, you don't see the actual space explorer. And I thought, well, if I can find smaller space explorers, if this is supposed to be a large creature, then I could be hiding behind a plant or underneath a leaf or on this rock bed or something, so that I'm in all of my discoveries. I think that that would be a really great way to integrate me as the captain of my ship throughout this whole process. Now, I'm not going to flip over anymore because I am doing it like Happy Catastrophe. I'm going one page at a time. And like I said, I haven't done this, but I have plans for it. I just haven't tackled it yet. And this one, I haven't quite decided what I wanted to do, but I feel like I can't move on to this one until I've done this one, because I need to know what kind of planet and what color planet I'm having. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that little ramble on Alien Worlds. And I think the hashtag is Alien Worlds Data Report. And then you can see everyone's pages. We have a very large group of stargazers or space explorers, whatever you want to call us. And I think last time I checked, we had like 36 or something. We have a lot. So there's no way I can put everybody's picture on my video, but it's really cool to see what people discover and the way they do things in their book. There's people that collage in there. There's people that use colors I would never think of using. I've created a Pinterest board of different color palettes. I've created a movie playlist of all space movies to really get me in gear. This is just a really fun project. And I have told Happy Catastrophe that I would love to do this with another book, but I just don't know what book to do it. If you guys have suggestions of another book that I could do something like this, create the whole storyline thing, let me know. I'd be really interested to do it with something else that intimidates me, so it really makes me dive in to something that I'm passionate about. All right, now we are moving into July, finally. But as you can see, I was a very busy girl in June. July is going to be really easy to share with you because there's not much to share. First off, I colored this one, the Creepy Cute, and this is for Colored Caramel. I colored this July 1st, and so that's why I didn't include it in June. But this one, I wanted to show that you could color one of these cute little simple pages just by going straight with alcohol marker and adding white gel pen. And this is just a little like baddie milk carton. Yeah. Ohuhu pastel markers and white paint pen. That's all. And he's really cute and fun. He's not scary at all. So there's that one. And then next one I have here is Asleep by R.J. Hampson. I actually did 2 pages in here. So I did this one. So this one's, I basically colored this thinking of my friend Nikki because she loves elephants. And I thought this was absolutely adorable. I wanted to go with the green and the brown because it reminds me of the jungle, and we have this like mama elephant reading the story to her little baby elephant. Absolutely adorable. I love these little simple things. And this is a perfect example of something you could take out of a book and put in another coloring book. And then the next one is this one. And I wanted her to look like Jessie off of Toy Story 2. Yeah, she has kind of like reddish hair, and I put little dots in it so it kind of looks like yarn because she's a doll, you know. And Bullseye is Woody's horse, so I didn't want to make this look like Bullseye, so I made her just look like this is just a typical horse toy, and she is climbed on there, and I made her pants look like this. Originally they were just one solid pant, so I did my own creative thing to make her look like Jessie. I think it's a really fun idea to create characters that you know and love from these simple drawings. It's a lot of fun. The next one I have is Color by Number Tender Mandalas. I've had this one for a long time. This is by Kira Shershniva, and I needed a non-stress day coloring, one that really required no thinking. And so I did this one. So not very much of a color palette. It is what it is. The green is lighter than the actual green that they wanted me to do, but it's okay. I mean, it's just another one down. I do this book backwards, so I have plenty more I can do. But yeah, that is my little mandala. And I think that mandalas, once you complete a mandala book, it'd be fun to take these. Say you could take this picture, and you could take that Jessie on the horse, and you could put her in the center of this, and that would look so cool. So yeah, I really like integrating coloring books together. Another color by number I did in July was this one, Summer Vibes. Didn't I do this one in July? Yeah. So this is a color your hoard, and I just started from the beginning because I didn't know which one I wanted to color, and this is the one I did. So it's the frog page, and I did, Ethan, can you be a little quieter, please? So I did the colors that Alexandra Francis has chosen for us, and then I went on top of it with Prismacolor pencils and did some shading and really brought this picture to life. And it was fun. I enjoyed it. I know that Tiffany Colors does similar approaches to her color by numbers, and so she inspires me, and so I liked how it turned out, and it was an easy color. Either I did this with Prismas to shade, or I did it with something else. No, I didn't use Prismas. I used Bic Kids crayons to shade. I shaded this with crayons. So yeah, I used markers and shaded with crayons. Perfect combination. Yeah, worked out. Looks good. And I'll show you my bookmarks last. I did color one in Steampunk Darlings, and this one I did for my sorry, my portrait year of color. I need a drink. My little thing came on saying I have 15% charging left, so let's try to get this done, shall we? This one I did for my portrait year of color. So in July, the theme was white hair, blue eyes, and red accents. Well, this is the girl that I chose, and obviously she has white hair, and I did blue eyes, and I stuck to the red, blue, and white color scheme because I didn't want to bring greens into it, and it's kind of supposed to go for the 4th of July type of concept. And I used alcohol markers. Those were the Ohuhu's white paint pens, which are the Artistro white paint pens, gel pens, Spectrum Noir glitter brush pen, and Jelly Roll Glaze. Because the background, after I had colored it, I went over it with the Spectrum Noir glitter brush pen. I'm going to turn on my light so you can see the glitter. You can see all the glitter I did in the background around her from the Spectrum Noir glitter brush pen. That's very similar to Winkastella. But yeah, I think she turned out great. I can't take credit for the way I learned how to do white hair. I actually learned it from KP Colors on her channel, and now that I know how to do it, this is how I do it every single time. You do a base of the color that you want. You want a very light, if it's a younger person, you want light blue or light purple, and then you outline everything in white gel pen. And if it's an older person, use your grays. Don't use grays if you want your person to look young, because it will make them look like they have gray hair. So that's why I go for the blue or the purple, and sometimes I'll even go for a yellow color. So yeah, it just depends what kind of look I'm going for. But yeah, this is my girl for portrait year of color. I still have several that I've missed in the past, but I can still go back and do them, and it's always fun to do a Hannah page. All right, and then the last thing I'm going to show you are my bookmarks. So they're all Disney. First one we got is Pooh Bear and Piglet. Ethan, quiet please. Pooh Bear and Piglet is my first one. Next one I have is this one, which is the Alice in Wonderland. And I want to thank my dear friend Julie. She sent all these to me and I colored all of them. And I've laminated them. See, I put from Julie so I know. We have Lilo and Stitch and the sister. We've got Moana and Pua flying a kite. Rapunzel just chillaxing with her little Pascal friend right there. And then we have Belle. And all of the butterflies are in glitter gel pen. And I do washi tape on the background, and then I make sure to see that it was from Julie, so that if people send me bookmarks, I know that they came from somewhere. I have thought about trying to put a hole in the top and maybe adding some kind of strings or even maybe a charm or something to my bookmarks. I've also thought about putting hole punches on the side so that they can actually fit in a happy planner, like you clip them in, but I don't know if I want to take away from the picture. So maybe for future bookmarks, before I laminate it, I would put a white sheet or a piece of paper behind it, creating just a little bit of an edge and getting one of the happy planner type punches and making it so that I can put these in my happy planner. I don't know. I've been trying to think about different ideas of what to do with the bookmark, because when I put them in my coloring books just to hold my place, they fall and they don't stay up. So I wondered about adding the strings or adding a charm or something, because they're less likely to fall if they have something to grab a hold of. But yeah, that is all for July and June. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to wrap up really quick because this has been a long video in the process and I'm running out of running out of time before my phone dies. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I had a lot of fun coloring the pages that I've been coloring, and I hope to catch up on the buddy colors that I did miss out on. And like I said, if you have any of those simple books and you want to do a buddy color, those ones don't take me very long. They take me like 30 minutes. So if you want a buddy color in those, or like a Camellia Angel Cova, message me and we can set it up. It's the more intricate ones that take me more time. But if you're okay with waiting, you know, we're good. We can do an intricate one. I'm fine with that. Yeah, look forward to my Asian coloring book collection. It will be the next video I post because of my Asian hashtag, which goes on until November. It's basically coloring Asian books from August to November. And so that should be a lot of fun, especially if you don't celebrate Halloween and Thanksgiving and things like that. It gives you something to color, not necessarily holiday driven, and I know everybody has different weather outside, so this is just a fun thing to do, and all of us have Asian books that haven't been touched, right? So yeah, have a great day, guys. Stay safe. Remember, I love you guys. Thank you for supporting my channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye.